so we just got back from that game. We did the points calculations. Exactly a draw. Oh, that was intense. That looked like a really intense game.
Very intense.
I didn't expect me to snake eyes like that twice.
Yeah, no, I had
And
a
then
couple lucky nerve rolls on that side for sure.
Because you just had to beat the vampire once to be able to overrun into the
World Wonder. But then I countered on the other side where I got lucky with your Revenant Knights in the forest.
Oh yeah, shooting them off right before the vampire charged into the mortar.
Oh my gosh! If they survived,
that was like a game changer right there.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot of points. That's 300 and something points.
Yeah.
On that side of the board.
So like, well, let's say your Revenant Knights did survive. What would have been your action? Would you have gone after the?
I think I probably would have gone over here to help with the decimators in the center because they would have still been on his side of the board in combat. So
and
I
also
think
they have
that
that 16-inch threat.
Yeah.
Which it would have been really difficult to hide away from with the knights.
So they would have gone there, and then depending on what was going on, they could have then gone to the grotesques on the right side and maybe helped there. But
I actually thought when I was watching your guy with your decimators, I thought you were right over here. The zombies just flank charge you. I thought you were gonna just charge them right over here, just to put some wounds on the werewolves.
Well, I did. I was one away. Remember, I snaked eyes.
No, the charging from the decimators.
Oh. I was not within range. It wasn't 8.
It wasn't within 8? Okay, I thought it was eyeballing. I thought it was within 8.
Because then I was on the thing, after I moved the 4, I had 9 inches of breath attack. So.
And those boxcars with the that lone vampire boxcarring damage.
That was incredible.
See, that just proves the point. As you guys are probably watching this channel, we have a lot of abyssal dwarves.
Yeah.
Grotesques are really good.
Very good.
Yeah, just like really sturdy monstrous infantry. Are they monstrous infantry? No, they're monstrous cavalry.
Yeah.
They're really sturdy monstrous cavalry.
Oh, large cav,
and they can take a beating, and then like afterwards, after taking that beating, they can dish it back out.
Yeah, their staying power is really good with the fact that they have that crushing and not all thunderous, plus the regen.
Yeah, I made a mistake.
Yeah, unless you really pound them. Like I thought in sending my vampire and then gonna have my werewolves on the second turn kind of come up and help. I didn't expect to be bogged down there for like the whole game.
Well, but you were hindered though. You got
Yeah, that is true.
If the werewolves got their full charge.
Yeah, I think if I had gotten one full charge with the werewolves and vampire together without a hindered,
like you did over there, for sure.
Yeah, on that other side, that I could have picked them up, but no, they held down that flank really well.
Yeah. Well, we were discussing during the game as well, like with your revenants, instead of going after
Soul Reavers,
the soul.
The revenants are the skeleton ones. So the Soul Reaver cavalry is.
No, we're talking about the regiment, the
yes.
revenants. Yeah, like with the revenants, if you were instead of just going after his leader, just backing up over the line, because I mean, if he went into his own deployment zone to kill them, then okay, well that's points I'm denying.
Yes,
and because how many points is that unit? So rounds.
They are 130 points.
I mean, I think that would have because it was really close. The points were really.
No, close. I should have backed them up, moving backwards through the woods. So I think I would have had enough time to move into his side of the boards, and then that way, each time he charged me, it would have been a disordered charge because I'm not attacking him in my round of combat. So I could have just kept backing up through the woods towards his.
Dash 17, and then like hitting on 4s rather than 3s, and just.
No, that's exactly right. That is definitely a mistake on my part of not keeping my mind on the scenario objectives enough, and at that point, I think I got a little overconfident after I had kind of secured this half of the board. Yeah. And with my knights there, I was just like, oh, it doesn't really matter to be. I'm just gonna kind of go whatever, have fun. And I should have really thought and planned for that.
I don't think you were planning on the artillery just killing out.
No, I mean, I really thought once I got my vampire in the back that I was just like, oh, just go, and it's just you forget just how powerful when you hit with those mortars, just how much damage they can do is insane.
I mean, was it like 7 damage or something like that?
I think it was 8 on that last round that took when they got pulled off. So
8 damage with rerolls. Oof.
With the vicious. I mean, that's where it makes them so good.
Well, I mean, you're paying close to 120 points for them anyways.
Exactly 120, yeah.
So like you gotta think people are saying like, oh, those moments when the war machine hits, but there's gonna be games where like you're gonna spend like one turn, like that was a key moment that it worked.
And they hit on 5s too, which is not good.
Yeah.
So I mean, you could go 2 or 3 turns and not hit anything. So
Yeah.
they should hit hard when they do hit.
Yeah.
It's just you're not ready for it. You know?
we were joking, like, you
Explode your
pucker
brains.
every time,
Oh,
like, all
man.
those things. Because then, like, you can just pop, like, you can pop regiments of cavalry easily.
Yeah,
with
you
those.
can do some really nasty
Yeah.
work with those guys.
If you're lucky. if
you
you
can
can,
hit.
if
Yeah.
you're a really lucky person, you roll a lot of 5s and 6s with your artillery,
Yeah.
you can wipe units off easily. But it was a very interesting game. It was a real
Definitely.
nail biter. The whole
Very close game.
You know,
yeah.
like there was a few moments where it just like it seesawed to one side or
Yeah.
the other.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well,
well,
that just killed your rights right there. In the first turn.
Oh, yeah, my
Shot.
oh, the rates, yeah, that was a
Oh yeah, those dying early too is tough because they were going to do some combo charging. but-
Definitely.
because I saw I knew what you were probably gonna go after the grotesques with them.
Yeah,
right?
they were
Yeah.
going to combo charge the grotesque with the vampire, and then the werewolves would kind of like back them up.
Mhm.
Um,
And like one of these you should have survived, even
Yeah.
if they did counter charge. And then you could with the werewolves and a vampire or werewolves and the race, they probably would have cleaned them up.
but wraiths are pretty good. I mean, great defense, so I don't have a problem with their nerve being -12. I think that makes them a little bit more balanced. That when you do get damage on them, they are fragile. You just got to get through the defense.
Yeah.
But yes, I would like to have had them live maybe one turn longer.
Yeah. And Dustin, as we pointed out, there was a moment with well, you guys can't see it on camera, but
Yeah.
there is a slave driver. It was he was just out by
Yeah.
less than an inch.
Yeah.
But the thing was, even
Even if you made it across, it still would have been.
but in
fine.
those last 2 turns, you were expecting to hit those key nerve checks over there. If you
Yeah.
killed the vampire and Rover ran into the werewolves, it would have been your game.
Oh, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true. Over there.
Yeah, like
I
so
was
there was a
100
lot, there was a
twice.
lot of seesawing for both sides with luck.
Mhm.
So like
Yeah.
it wasn't like this game wasn't like there was times where it looked like it was one side even
Yeah.
for you or one side for.
Yeah, but I would say that definitely. I mean, he kills that vampire. He's going to charge and he's going to kill those werewolves.
Mhm.
So I mean, and then that flank's dead, and then he's on this side.
Yeah.
So I think that just that could have gone really poorly for me.
And
But like if my vampire knights survive on this side,
Yeah.
they're gonna wreak. They're
Yeah,
probably
you
pick up
would've
another
for
2
sure.
units
Yeah. Oh, easily.
from them.
Just
For
so I mean,
sure.
like those vampires.
I think the key I find is keeping your vision on all sides of the battlefield. So if you start to control a side, you become more focused on the other,
Other side, yeah.
and you're not quite as precise with your movement, or you don't quite think about how moving an individual to be on the left or right or whatever, because you kind of become focused on the
This is
good
more
side,
important.
the exciting side.
Yeah.
So I definitely think that's something I want to try to get better at, is having the whole field vision throughout the whole game, not just at like the most important parts.
Because you definitely controlled the game most of the time.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, now I have to counter this.
Well, like your only, I think, your mistake was with the grotesques over here.
Yeah.
Like we're talking about it. It's like he should have put his champion, which was this one that kind of
Survived.
tied the game
Yeah.
for you,
Yeah.
in front of the what was the unit in front?
The
of
Revenant
Knights.
Knights.
the Revenant Knights, and just die,
Yeah.
and then like you would have only been able to charge in your vampire.
Yeah, or I would have had to wait a turn and see what and then probably get charged by him. So it wouldn't have been definitely probably not take them off in one turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I would still have artillery for another turn.
Yeah, and you have another round of shooting.
Yeah.
I wonder. A part of me feels like I let those your decimators do too much.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder.
They did a lot of work.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I should have been better of trying to
Maybe throw a vampire at them.
Yeah, get to them quicker, because in our game that we had in the tournament, I killed them like immediately
Super
in the
fast,
first turn.
First
Yeah.
turn.
And this time I was like, well, I'm gonna get to them, but I spent all my fast stuff on the sides.
And they get chances like they fire at your zombies. They fire at your,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the
Yeah, I got 2 turns to fire at your first zombie and another turn to
Did
fire
you
at
think
the
about doing the
werewolves.
vanguarding vampire?
No, nothing about that. I gotta.
So 18 inches up, or 18
Yeah.
inches up, and then turn one.
I gotta corrupt some dwarf rangers and turn them into dwarf vampires, and then I'll get them in, and they can like come out and shoot. But
Actually, if there's no undead vanguard,
no.
that'd be really cool. Actually,
Yeah.
Mantic, work on that. Man.
Yeah.
vanguarding.
Like they come out of the
overpowered.
ground.
yeah,
have
vanguarding
the corpse.
zombies.
That'd
Come
be
on,
cool.
that'd be fun. Oh,
for
vanguarding
the
legion.
opponents.
Ah, so good.
Yeah, but that decimators with elite is so powerful. I mean, in whatever that they do,
Oh, yeah.
I think you really need to put some resources and try to like get them disordered quick. So I think next time I will probably put one of my mounted characters.
Chase them.
Yeah, even if I'm not going to kill them, I want to get into them.
Disorder.
Yeah, and try.
Because if you disorder them, then just deny
Well,
them.
I kind of force you to.
Because you'd rather have them hitting on 5s with elite.
You
And
didn't
without
get to see
piercing.
them until the very end because I scrying gemmed you in the beginning. That's why.
Yeah, and that was tough. I mean, I kind of had an idea where you were maybe going to set them up based on you kept like a nice chunk of space
Yeah.
open for them, but
That's how I figured where your werewolves look. I was like, oh, you took all this, and I guess you're putting werewolves over here.
yeah. But because even if I go into them with my vampire, hitting on 5s, even though you're gonna hitting on 5s and with defense 6, I don't think even with all those attacks you're gonna kill a vampire in melee just by himself.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that in the future I gotta definitely give those some priority because they did do a lot of damage.
Well, what did they do
backboned,
damage?
yeah.
Didn't they fire at the fire at the werewolves?
Yeah, they essentially killed the zombie
Yeah.
horde, and then they got the werewolves to the point where they couldn't survive a round of combat.
Yeah.
Because all that werewolf damage was from them; it wasn't from any combat, really.
I just wavered them. Was one way.
Well, that just that combo of like what their movement for, right?
Yep.
So they have a 16-inch threat range.
Yeah.
A 16-inch threat range. So like that's quite like that doesn't seem like that long, but that's a
No,
quite
it's
big
more than what
range.
you would think.
Yeah, because like he was able to reach it over here in this corner, and breath weapons are so powerful.
Yeah, very good.
And we'll wait till the next Clash of Kings, and maybe we'll see what they do to breath weapons.
Yeah.
Because that's been a major complaint in the meta so far, is that breath weapons are really, really strong.
Yeah, it's hard to say just because I haven't faced one of those 100 breath shots.
Yeah.
But I could see how in that situation it's just you can't do anything. It's 4s all the time. There's nothing you can do to try to.
Yeah, they were talking about magic items that you could give to like kind of like the fog and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, you could do that.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we hit all the key points in the game, guys.
Yeah. Great
Thanks
game.
for watching. It was a blast having both of you guys here.
Thanks.
See you guys later.
See ya.
Continue wargaming and like and subscribe, please.